So this is my first success group. Let's see who comes in. It will tell me who's in the meeting. We have 2 people coming to my first success group. About 5 minutes. I should play some music.
Never get a copyright claim again by using epitones.
Send out that email. Use a constant contact. Don't want to show you all my contacts. We'll just send the email one more time. Meeting starts in 1 minute. Hello. Thank you for joining. Hi. Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me, Allison? I can't hear you. We have one other person coming. Well, I'll get started. Okay, they'll come in with the other. I'm going to share my screen. And this is my first meeting, so you can give me some feedback. This is my new thing. It's going to be an 8-week group, and it's called Success Groups. Okay, so welcome to Success Groups. It's an 8-week meeting, and we're just going to be talking about things that you kind of like want to accomplish and helping you kind of get there. I believe that isolation is kind of like the dream killer to success. So I'm creating these meetings. It doesn't matter like what you do for work or what you really want to achieve, just putting groups together so that way we can just reach our goals together. So we're going to stay encouraging and supportive. You got to listen to other people. They're going to give you suggestions on your goals and your dreams and kind of how to reach them. And you just write them down, even if you think they're kind of silly. And we're going to be really respectful and keep the group information pretty private. So that way people feel comfortable sharing. So we're going to do an icebreaker. We're going to say, what is your name and what is a color that describes yourself? And I'll go first. My name is Jen, and a color that describes me would definitely be red, because red is just like attention and kind of fiery, and just animals are attracted to it, people are attracted to it. Red is just my color. So I don't know if you want to share your color and how it describes yourself, Allison. For some reason, you're still on mute, but I'll give you a second.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yep.
Oh, snaps. I'm actually in a Zoom meeting, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm kind of nervous, but
You'll do great. It's just you and me.
okay. Awesome. So I'm here to pretty much learn. Um, my my first name is Allison. Last name is Baviera. I think the color that probably describes me is more of I think blue,
Okay.
and that's my favorite color as well.
And what does blue mean? What is describe this blue?
Um, Let me see. It's kind of like um, it's kind of like a little bit more of manly color, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of like a strong color, you know, not, I believe color, the blue color represents like strength, mm,
Definitely.
as a like as a guy, like as a man, and I think that's pretty much it. I'm sorry.
No, that's perfect. Perfect. Okay. So the goal with this 8-week class is we're going to talk about, some like one goal that maybe you want to accomplish by the end of the year, and tell the group like your obstacle reaching the goal. And
Uh-huh.
then you just listen to the suggestions, and we'll just kind of follow up with you for the next 8 weeks and kind of see, even if you just want to take baby steps or like big leaps to your goal. And then once you achieve it, then we'll just work on your next goal that you have. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I'm not in. Is it particular for real estates or
Nope.
any?
Anything.
Oh, all right. So here's my what I'm trying to accomplish pretty much like honestly. So my background was I used to be a manager of Dunkin' Donuts,
Okay.
managed a couple of stores. Not like a multi-unit manager, but I managed a couple of stores. So I have one main store, and I help out two other stores with a lot of things, payrolls, um, cost of good sales, like how balanced everything pretty much. The 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 back end pretty much. So I learned
Right.
a lot. I learned a lot from there, and then uh, I got to uh, I got invited to be part owner pretty much with the friends because I was working with some of my buddies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shared two stores. With two stores, but I was working very hard. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
was
that's a lot of responsibility.
yeah, 14 hours, 14 hours work, 12 hours, and there's like a month that I worked 24 hours every Saturday. That was insane. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
wow.
And I spoke. I mean, I speak to a lot of friends, and I always ask what. I always talk about like progressing their lives, lifestyle, financially wise, spiritually wise. Just being a person, right?
Right.
And I always hear, "Oh yeah, I work a lot." I hear it from them, right? They say, "I work a lot of hours. I work two jobs. I work three jobs." They make money, but they're not happy. They even say like, "Hey, yeah, I don't even go out. Like when on my days off, maybe one day off, I just take a lot of sleep or just do chores and still tired." So I'm thinking there's no happiness. Even so, if you work so much, you're saving money, but there's no balance in life, right?
Right.
So I'm thinking, okay. One time I was driving, picking up my mom from a caregiver. She's a caregiver, and I was browsing through. That was 2 years ago. Browsing through my YouTube, and I came across a channel. His name is Dan Locke,
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneur guru, and I was listening to him. It's like, wait a minute, I can relate. 'Cause I've been working so much with no life, you know what I mean. But I don't know where I'm going for. There's no plan. Um, there's no goals. I was just working, but there's no goals. And I was listening to him. There's an episode where he was saying that make um, a short-term goal and long-term goal. So now once you figure out what you want in life, dissect let's say a long-term goal, like a yearly goal. So what do you need to do every single day to achieve that goal, right? So I was saying I can't even think because I've been working so much hours, right?
Right.
It's like, look, wait a minute. So it took me it took me I think almost half a year to step down from Duncan, from Duncan, and I was browsing around. I was helping out a few other friends with their businesses, and I think that year, a year before the pandemic started, I got partnered with one of a falafel store in my area. It was insane. It was crazy. So much responsibility plus Dunkin' Donuts. I said, I don't know what to do anymore because even your part owner, your owner, you're still working from 8 in the morning, go to a restaurant depot, open the store, do everything, cook, grill, wash dishes, and you come home late because you have to clean, right? So
Right.
it's a job, you know. There's no happiness, there's no lifestyle. So I was thinking, what do I need to do? So I stepped down, uh, and luckily I'm able to sell my share before the pandemic started, right?
Oh,
So
good. Nice.
I was so lucky. So
Really?
so now I took my time, you know, just thinking about a lot of uh, things that I like to do. So I was doing buy and selling cars back then, and I said, okay, you know what? Let me do something that I like. So I like cars, right?
Okay.
Check some cars, talk to my friends if they have something for sale. I'll buy it, modify, fix it for a little bit, then sell it. But the thing is, I enjoy. You know, I can work anytime I want. You know what I mean?
And it's fun.
Right. And I thought of maybe invest in real estate, but
Okay.
with a pandemic, it's uh it's a little crazy out there now, right? So I said, okay, well, let me take my time. I'm just gonna sit, relax, see what's going on, and pretty much progress my learn more. You know what I mean? Learn more about real estate, learn more, progress myself. This self development, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
My goal is pretty much self development. Um, maybe I want to go to a e-commerce business,
Mm-hmm.
to where I don't have to be there all day. Um, keep doing my buying, selling cars, or maybe in the next 2 years invest for a small apartment building. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Okay.
So self development, for me for now, that's my goal, and find something like a business or something that I can do to where it'll give me a better return, like as far as like income wise. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's my goal goal for now. What do you think? Is that pretty good or?
It sounds like we have four goals, which is great. Your first goal is to work on your self development. Your
Uh-huh.
second goal is to start an e commerce business. Your
Uh-huh.
third goal is to grow your car flipping business. And
Uh-huh.
your fourth goal is to get a small apartment building.
Right.
Cool. Okay. So would it be okay if I just work like one through four and then we can kind of see what our game plan is?
Oh yeah, it sounds great. I'd like to hear what are the hear from you.
Perfect. Okay. So with your self development, now we're going to go into number two, your obstacles. What obstacle do you have in self development?
um I'm bad with time management.
Time management?
Okay, so time management.
Like, because you work all the time?
Now I don't really do anything pretty much. I stay home
So
and
you have too much time now.
that yes. You know
And
what?
it's like when you're super busy, you can like kind of schedule your time, but now you have so much time, it's kind of hard to like schedule your time. Is that correct?
Yes, you have so much time and there's a lot of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's so many things that I wanted to do. There's so many things I wanted to do, and like I don't even know where to start. Like you know what I mean? Like let's say my routine. Wake up in
Yeah.
the morning, do my morning walk, right?
Okay.
Get back home,
and have a little my tea. And then in the afternoon, I want to do like, okay, let me go out to for lunch, right? Then I'll
Mm-hmm.
be, you know what? Maybe I just stay home. And if I'm and now there's a battle in my mind, like if I stay home and if I do anything or go out, I'll end up staying home all day, maybe just watch movies. So I'm not productive. In my mind, that's what I have in my
Right.
mind. So if I go out and go out to eat, maybe go out, talk to some friends, and maybe I can learn something. And then now in my mind, like, okay, well, I'm gonna go out. I don't know where to go. I don't even know where to eat. And then if I stay home, maybe I just read some books. You know, there's a lot of battles in my mind, like what to do.
Okay.
And time management, there's a lot. I feel like I'm still in the routine where I'm always rushing,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know what I'm rushing for. You know, like now, while I'm talking to you, I have my guitar with me. Can you hear it?
Yep.
Because you know, I kind of like I want to develop my guitar playing as well. I've been playing for a long time, but because of working so much, I haven't really had time to play. But now I have so much time. I was like, okay, I was getting dinner, and I'm thinking, okay, well, let me finish my dinner, all the chores in the kitchen, and then play some guitar.
Okay.
I'm like rushing for something that I don't even know what I'm rushing
Because
for.
you're
You
just
know,
so used to rushing with your
right?
past life, really, huh?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a weird feeling, but sometimes I'm stressed out.
Yeah,
So so time management, I'm bad with time management.
that's
I
your
have
obstacle
mhm.
right now. Okay.
I have goals in my mind, but it seemed like I'm still shaky about it. You know what I mean? Like what do I need to do? Like what do I where do I focus more? You know, so maybe you can help me with that as well.
Okay.
Uh,
Great. And then number two, what is your obstacle with e-commerce?
um I don't know what platform is good, so I'm kind of like learning right now. I have a YouTube channel where I started like I think a year and a half ago just for fun, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was watching guys that does YouTube, and they're became successful 5 to 7 years, uh, 5 to 7 years of doing whatever they do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and so um okay, let me start my YouTube channel, maybe do some pranks and use my guitar playing, teach free guitar lessons to the community, giving back to the community, go to you know, like the park the park area and say, hey, I'm Allison, I'm a guitar teacher, I want to teach guitar to kids or anyone for free, right? So I'm
Cool.
going to use my YouTube, and then maybe link uh a merch uh, website to where people could buy my merch. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Something on the side, but I don't know where. I don't know what to start. I mean, I don't know what website. I have an Etsy shop where
Okay.
it's on experimental process. Like, okay, I'm gonna try these. Good thing, I have an employee back then. She have a daughter that draws, and I spoke to her, I think about 6 months ago. Hey, you know what? Why don't we try doing something with your drawing? Maybe put in the shirts. So what I did is
Okay.
I got some shirts out, just hand drawn artwork, right? And I put in Etsy. So and what I do now, it's kind of okay. You know what I mean? But still not very sure on what website that I can do. I mean, what website which it's a what website is really good to
Okay.
for e-commerce. And I believe there's an e-commerce wall. My background, I'm Filipino,
Okay.
and my parents are from Philippines, and I've through Facebook, I met one girl that's been featured in one of the TV station there back there. I go there like 2 3 times a year,
Okay.
but because of the pandemic, I'm not able to visit or go to vacation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was featured in one of the TV station show in my dad's province, right? And
Okay.
then she's a blogger, and she was helping me, like write some blogs. Oh, you know what? And I have a little business on the side, so I got into. My friend got me into Primerica, which is a company that does financial services, something like that.
Okay.
But 2 weeks ago, I finished my 20 hours pre-licensing class. But there's some products that they were selling, which is I don't need uh, um, life insurance license, which is the Vivint and auto and home insurance. Vivint is like the smart home, like the cameras for like cameras in a house. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like a security system. So she makes blogs for that, articles about that, and we send out some cold emails, Facebook, Instagram contacts. You know what I mean? Cold contacts, warm contacts, something like that. So she does that for me. Then I
Mhm.
spoke to her. I asked her, "Hey, do you think it's really expensive to release a book in Philippines?" And she
A
said, "No,
book?
not like a book."
Like a book?
hmm she said, "Not really. What is the?" I asked her, "What is the let's say like a draft investment?" She said, for let me see, for 30 books, that would cost 30,000 pesos. 30,000 is about let me see, let me get my calculator because that one is at 48 now. Thirty one, 2, 3. I'm trying to calculate.
Okay.
You have a oh, you know what? Let me use mine.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna use my calculator. Hold on, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, take your time.
Thank you. 30 divided by 48. That's $625.
How much?
$625 only for 30 books.
Okay.
So I was like, that's cheap, you know. So it took some time. I said, okay, let me think of what kind of book and what kind of, like what theme are we going to release. And I asked her, is it a problem if we for a press conference, how to promote our books, how to for advertisement, or for schools. And then last week, I'm almost done finalizing the book. We're going for, so the area where my dad is from is Iloilo. There's a lot of tourist spots, resorts, hotels. One of the famous resort in Philippines is Boracay. I don't know, I'm not sure if you heard about it,
Mm-mm.
but there's a lot of tourist spots, food places, night outs. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I told her if we go for something educational, something about entrepreneurship or anything, there's a lot of things already that's going on, right? There's a lot of books out there, and I told her, why don't we make something like more focused on tourists that we
Okay.
can, the books we can put in hotels, airports, resorts, where so if a tourist goes to a place that they don't know, they want to get something they want to find like a magazine or a book that it will lead them to places what's good to eat, what good place to visit, right? So the
Mhm.
book's gonna be that. There's pictures of places, restaurants, events, and a little bit of a story about the places for tourist spots.
Perfect.
So now I told her, think of how many pages that we could do, what what would be our revenue, what price that can we put that we were able to, how many copies we will sell to get our money back, and how fast can we sell the books, and where can we do it. So in my mind, we can promote the books in schools is because it's still going to be educational, because it will tell a graphic story about the area, of the city, tourist spots,
Mhm.
and we can put in hotels, airports, airports, resorts, big resorts, small resorts, lounges. You know what I mean? So that's one of
Mhm.
the commerce that I'm kind of like thinking of pursuing, is because $1 to pesos, it might not be that much, right? But if I save that there, it will accumulate. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it reflects what Jeff Bezos started back then. He started selling books in his garage
Right.
back then. So, but me, I'm able to promote those books through big companies like hotels, airports. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Copyrights, as you said, is not that much. So basically, throughout the process, I might spend about 40,000 pesos. That would cost me 800 bucks here.
Okay.
So that's one of the thing that I'm think of in a process of I'm going for, right?
Mhm.
So the struggles in e-commerce is for my search, my merch. Still don't know what platform.
Okay.
I'm in a process of publishing a book.
Perfect.
Um, this the struggles there, I think, is because I'm here, and the book is going to be published in Philippines. So I believe the travel, I have to go there maybe a week to see what's going on, press conference, or set up a TV, set up something, a talk show where we can talk about the books, because she's been a talk show already. So I think the
Motion.
promotions, something like that. So the struggle is traveling from here to there.
Mhm.
Uh, and I think that's pretty much it. And I think time, it will take some time to really think how to structurize the book, but we know what kind of book we're going for already.
Perfect.
So I think that's pretty much it for e-commerce.
And then your car business, what obstacles do you have with that?
Obstacles. Let me see. For that one, I think not as much, because I'm not going for a lot of cars. I'm not selling a lot of cars per year. So it's kind of like just a hobby, pretty much. Like if I find a good deal, so for instance,
So
I'll
you don't
find
really have any goals with your car business?
um yeah, not like a big goal, pretty much. Kind of like on a hobby on the side.
Just for fun?
It's for fun.
Okay.
Like I go to a lot of car meets. Um, I met a lot of car guys, so I talk to them if they have something that's in the price range in my budget, which is a nice car where I can modify and maybe sell it for a good price as well with the right buyer. Then I'll go for it. Maybe one or two a month, one a month. If I get lucky, maybe three a month. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But not a lot of. Oh, well, the struggle pretty much is to sell it fast. How am I gonna sell it fast? But it depends. Well, to me, I have many cars already, so I wanted to sell it fast. So
Okay.
get the car, get it clean, fixed. If I can modify, make it a little okay, make it a little better, then sell it fast. Like find a good buyer, because sometimes, I mean, now with this global pandemic, people might not have a lot of extra, money for leisures. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
something that they don't need now. So pretty much people are saving for something that they need. So for car, I mean, if I don't get a lot, like maybe one car per month, I'll fix it, take my time. I'll try to sell it fast if I can. If not, then it stays in the garage. So I believe the not struggle is pretty much like just to sell it like as fast as I can, pretty much for the car.
And like when you say sell it fast, like sell it in a week, sell it in 2 weeks.
Maybe in a week, right? As soon as I'm
Same
finished
day.
fixing everything, and it will cost because the insurance, right?
Right. And you have to put it in your name. Right.
Yes,
So there's some costs with that that you want to minimize.
absolutely.
Okay. So that could be an obstacle.
Hmm.
And what is your obstacle with your 2-year small apartment building?
Knowledge,
Okay.
knowledge about it, maintenance, pretty much. I have a friend. He just bought a house, but he works in a hotel. He's a manager of maintenance for the hotel. He was telling me if you manage and own a building, you have to know at least how to fix it to
Mhm.
minimize the cost of, let's say, plumbing, things that need to be fixed. And there's it might seem easy, but you have to choose the right tenants.
Mhm.
I've listened to a lot of videos from Grant Cardone, and he said I don't you don't have to start big. You
Right.
you start small and learn from it. First house that he bought, he made, I think, $50 or
Okay.
40
It's a
bucks
good
something
start.
like. Right. So he said it's a good start, but you have to learn and see, and you have to be very consistent. You know what I mean? Of
Right.
like you have a goal. Is because what happened, and he was saying in his videos, if you give up, right, then you're not gonna see the result.
Right.
So I think that's gonna be a lot of challenges, pretty much throughout the years. Refinance. I'm not really knowledgeable about like how the structure refinance. What if I'm gonna move to a different state, just refinance it, sell it, get another one. Adding equity to the building. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everything.
Right. So not very knowledgeable about it. That's one of the reason why when I seen your video on Facebook where you were talking about like real estate, I'm like, wow, you know what? Let me plug in and listen. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Might be something that could help me throughout the years, and I can use that, as far as like my self development, learning, and something I can use someday. When I buy
When you're ready.
when I'm ready. So I'm open to learn, and that's one of the goals that I want in 2 years.
Perfect.
And I think getting a steady income that's coming in with an apartment is more easier than getting into a restaurant business.
Hmm. Especially
In
right now with the pandemic.
Right. And plus, I was trying to calculate, like if it's a big building, if it's a $600,000 building, 700,000. The return might take some time, but it's something that generations could could that could pass on to generations to the kids.
Definitely.
You know,
Legacy for your daughter.
right? So that's the thought I have in my mind, and I told myself that I'm not gonna get into any restaurant business anymore, is because it's crazy.
Yeah, you've been there,
So
done that.
so I talked to my friend. He said, "Well, think about it, learn from it. I mean, think about it, learn, read books, learn from people that learn from other people experiences." So I found you on Facebook. I'm like, okay, I think I can. Hopefully, I can learn, right?
Definitely. Definitely. If you're open to
So
learn, we can teach you for sure.
thank you. So
Yeah.
that's those are some of the challenges. Oh, I bought a I have actually an apartment building in Philippines. Um, it's an Italian house, Italian style house, 3 bedroom, very small. I'm gonna get it's my plan was to get 1 room for rent,
Okay.
like a bank bed with two beds, like the top and the bottom. Charge for 7,000 pesos a month. Hold on, my mom's calling me.
Okay.
Hindi Rama. It's my native language. So yeah, so an Italian style house with 3 bedrooms, nice little small house. It cost 1.7 million in Philippines. In dollar amount is 20 something, about 30,000. So it's very cheap. So I'm thinking of maybe getting one more there because it's cheaper, and get it for just fully for rent. And the other one is just for vacation house, in a city.
Okay.
So but that one is pretty much set. I'm thinking of maybe renovating something to like put a little bit more, uh get a little bit bigger. But there's a garage there, there's an attic. So it would say it's a cool house.
Awesome. Yeah, it sounds like it.
And yeah, well, when my parents retire, they're gonna need some vacation house in the city. So I said, okay, you have a room there, 3 bedrooms. I got 1 room on uh, uh, second floor, yours in the bottom. The second room in the second floor, I can rent it out to some people that I know. So because there's a lot of students there,
Okay.
province and go to the city, but it's hard for them to travel from the province going to the city, like an hour and a half travel. So they
Okay.
look as they can leave to rent. So if we find someone that we know, good people, so they can rent that. So it'll accumulate some extra income there.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's pretty much like those are the things that I have in my mind. But then one of my friends said, "You have so many things that you wanted to do, Allison. Why don't you focus on one thing?" And
Okay.
then and I came across to like some gurus on YouTube. He said, if you want to be successful, you have to have some other stream of income.
Right.
So I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute, I'm doing these and that, and I have like four things. Um, can I do it myself? I think maybe I can do it with the help of my friends. So
Mm-hmm.
I have a blogger friend that's helping me. Um, I asked some people, you know, uh, about their opinions, their thoughts. They said it might be too much. To some of them, it might be too much. They focus on two things. They say, I said, okay. So now I'm ready for your thoughts. Like, what would you recommend? What are the things that I can work on for myself?
Okay, you ready for number 3?
Yeah.
Suggestions?
Six
Okay.
heavy.
You ready to write down?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get. I'm still holding my guitar. I have a green folder here where I write my notes, but I'm gonna get a better notepad.
Okay, yeah, that's great. So, so we're gonna meet for 8 weeks. So these are kind of the things that you're gonna work on for the next 8 weeks. Okay, but we're just gonna start with just this week, what you can do. How's that sound?
Oh, sounds great.
In the next 7 days, and then we'll follow up next Thursday. Okay, so my suggestion is, when you went to work as a manager, like you had a schedule, right?
Yeah.
And now you kind of like don't have a schedule.
I don't have a schedule anymore.
So we're going to create a schedule for you. And I think that will help you feel a little bit less anxious.
Oh, perfect.
And yeah, so and this is going to help with your time management, which sounds
Mhm.
like it's kind of stressing you out.
Right.
And just turning
Oh,
that stress into success.
awesome.
Cool. Okay, so what time do you want to wake up in the morning?
6 o'clock.
Okay, so write that down. 6 o'clock, you wake up, and you like to go for a walk at 6 o'clock and then have tea, or do you want to do something else?
Well, to me, that's my routine. Oh
Okay.
yeah, so I have a martial arts background, so I train. So that's like one of the things I learned from my mentor. He said, walk early in the morning to clear your mind. It's not
Okay.
just your cardio, but it'll help you clear your mind pretty much. So 6 in the morning, I walk, come home, and have my tea and a light breakfast, pretty much.
Perfect. So that's good, right? That doesn't make you anxious. That feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then it's kind of like after that, you're like, okay, it's like lunch. Should I watch movies? Should I read books? Okay, so how long do you walk for? Like an hour? Like
45 minutes.
45 minutes? Okay, 7, you probably like shower and get ready. So let's just say like 8 o'clock. Okay, that's like a normal time you would start work.
Right.
I want
Eight,
you from 8 to 9, do a video of you playing guitar.
8 to 9 video
Mhm.
me playing guitar. Okay, hold on. So 8 to 9
Okie dokie.
video, 8 to 9 a.m. video
Your
playing
free
guitar.
lessons.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So do a lesson every day for, or at least 5 days out of 7 days, take a break. But like upload a video to your YouTube every day. And at the end of your video, link
Mm-hmm.
your daughter's shirts on your Etsy shop and put it in the description as well of your
All right.
video. Okay.
Hold on. So 8 to 9 video playing guitar.
Mhm. Mhm. And upload it to YouTube
Upload.
and put in the link, your Etsy shop where you're selling your daughter's shirts.
Okay. YouTube, you upload to YouTube link to Etsy to sell shirts. All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know that like you can make free books, like books for free on Amazon KDP? So you could make like do you know how to write music? Or do you have like music books for your lessons you could develop?
I
Like
can I can make a I can make a music book lessons.
yeah. And that would be like something else you could upsell with your YouTube videos. Like, hey, if you really like this, then you can buy the music book and practice at home
Make
with the
music.
video.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
Make
that
music.
would kind of go with your like e-commerce thing, because then you can also sell that on your Etsy shop.
Oh wow. Oh man. Oh, that's awesome. So make music book from Amazon. Oh,
Yeah, I can send you a YouTube video you can watch. I've been doing some of them too, and it's super easy.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, thank you so much. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that
so
kind of like puts it all together though, right?
yes. Oh yeah, and one thing about my music lessons is do you play any music or are you
No.
familiar with oh well my theory is to simplify and to simplify playing music and for the new students to understand easier about playing scales and core and tech scales and techniques, not trying to learn all the 20 scales, 30 scales. So they just need to learn the theory of what we call major to minor, relative minor, and that's it. Once they
Yeah.
know the ones, so that's my theory to simplify.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe yeah, I can use that.
So you're really passionate about that. Okay. So
Mhm.
9 to 10, you're going to make your lesson video and post it on YouTube with your link to your shirt and your book for that lesson.
Mhm.
Okay. And then maybe from like 10 to lunch, you can focus on what your next lesson's going to be for the next day and
Oh,
like the
yeah.
book. So like you do one and then you prepare for your next one. And then when you're
Uh,
ready, 9 o'clock the next day, you do one and then you prepare for the next day. And you kind of just, that's like your new kind of fun thing to do, building your
oh, it's
e-commerce
awesome.
business, building your YouTube channel, and just being really consistent with it because like the people on YouTube that are successful are consistent and they post a video every day.
Yeah.
So we're kind of getting you into that rhythm,
Oh wow, you're awesome. Oh my
right?
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy about like okay, I have a good schedule now. So morning, I'm good. So from
Morning's
8 to 9.
good.
Mm-hmm.
And then so lunch, so you're gonna have your lunch, right? And maybe you're gonna stay home, but maybe you should do like a lunch with a friend. So call a friend and ask them to go to lunch with you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can talk about your guitar playing and your books and you know, and then um after lunch, maybe schedule like an hour for your self-development time.
Like read books
Yeah,
after
so maybe like from 2 to 3, read your book, read a book.
read a book. 2 to 3. So maybe different maybe read a book today or something different tomorrow, but pretty much focus on self-development,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, because that was one of the goals was self-development.
Awesome. What I do before is like when I'm listening to or watching a YouTube video of let's say Grant Cardone, Jim Ron, uh, Jeff Bezos, or anyone that talks, I have a small paper where I can like write down what are the things that really impacted me and impact me, and because when I write things down, I will remember it. I have a
Right.
photographic memory where I can remember things if I write down or really focus my mind to it and I won't forget. So that's what I do.
Good. Yeah. And that way you can always just go back to like what you wrote,
Right.
remember.
So after lunch, we book to 3. So 3 is like happy hour. What I do sometimes I go to Starbucks
Okay.
and sit at 3 o'clock and get my frappe.
Good. Okay. That's good. So 3 o'clock, get your frappe. And
Hmm.
then what do you want to do until 5 after that?
Sometimes like at 5 o'clock, uh, I go back home. Uh, I take some of my cars out, wash it, drive around for a little bit. But I think it's kind of like just wasting my time, because I'm like,
Okay. So how about I'm setting your schedule from 4 to 5, you do a video on your car, like how to fix something or how to pick out a good
Mm.
car, or just teach people kind of like what you're doing, and that will help build a client base.
Oh, wow.
So that way, when you,
Car.
and kind of like the process of you fixing up the car and to sell it, and like having them kind of watch you do it. And that's kind of like your commercial for your car on YouTube for free. And then you build a client base of customers that are interested in buying your cars. So that way you can kind of sell them faster in that 7-day period.
Wow, you're amazingly smart. You know what? My Nissan needs to change the filter.
Uh-huh.
So what I'm gonna do is make a video of that, changing the filter. This is how you do it.
Yeah.
You know, oh wow. So pretty much like every day find
Yeah.
something like just even just pretty much like how to wash, how to maybe how to wax, like what are the
Yeah.
what
Just whatever, do how-to videos on cars. So that way when someone's like looking it up, like how do I change the filter, then your videos come up and you're like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, by the way, I sell cars too. So like you're making mini commercials for your cars in your car business.
Oh, that's super
And
awesome.
maybe like videos like when you go to meets and stuff, like what it's like to go to a meet. Like I've never been, and just like nerdy car stuff. I don't know. You're gonna have to come up with that.
Oh,
And then you
oh,
can do an Etsy shop with just like car air fresheners and like, I don't know, whatever
I-
special little um license plate, covers,
oh,
or you can change out like the stick shift. Like you can kind of do little e-commerce with stuff you could put on cars.
car. Oh yeah, car related for Etsy. Car related.
Yeah, and it's like stuff that you do a video on. So like you could change a filter, and then you could be like, okay, if you're interested in these filters, you can go to my Etsy shop and buy this filter.
Mm,
So you're doing a commercial for the product, you're doing a commercial for cars, and you're showing them that you're the expert in your car business, and that you like to have fun with them too. And it's like, okay, you get this car, you go to
right.
car shows and meet all these car guys, and like you kind of become like a car influencer and like a guitar influencer kind of, and then people follow you and you build your client base to sell them faster.
Oh man, that's super awesome.
Right, but so you're working, but like you're maximizing, which I
The
think is one of
time,
your better return on your income and your time.
right? Wow, you're very knowledgeable about setting schedules.
I'm a scheduler. Oh, I'm an organizer. I'm a scheduler. I
Wow.
got your whole life planned, ready to go down to the minute. Let's go.
Oh my God.
And then, maybe on the weekends, like you could do that during the week, and then maybe the weekends, study real estate
Hmm.
and kind of do some videos for your Primerica business,
Hmm.
and like maybe do a video on smart cameras.
Oh wow. Oh, all right.
Hmm.
So uh
Or
weekend.
whatever the hell you do with that company, and you can do like an hour video on that, and
Hmm.
say, oh yeah, by the way, this is my company, this is what I work for, if you have questions, give me a call.
Right. So weekend for Primerica videos with smart smart home. Oh wow, that's awesome. So I feel like I'm working, but I'm having fun with my
Mhm.
schedule.
And it's, you have a plan,
Hmm.
you have goals,
Right.
you're having fun, and you're having a return on your investments and time, and maximizing with
Wow.
like not as much, like you're still doing it, but like now you're just video recording it and uploading it. You know what I mean?
Right. You
Yeah.
know what? It's funny. Um, I haven't video anything uh for about I think 5 months already in my YouTube. Because last time
Yeah.
what I did is I did some pranks. on pranks on drive-throughs.
Okay, that's good for your car business.
And what happened was I was out of ideas, and I was thinking, okay, if I upload some videos for my guitar, you know what? Sometimes it's because I've had so much time already. I just want to sit down and lean back and not do anything, you know, even with my guitar playing.
And it makes you anxious, huh?
Right. To be good in guitar, you have to play at least 2 hours every day, you know.
Okay.
And now, like, to be a masterclass guitar player, now not even 30 minutes. I sit down here and play with some of the jams, trying to set up some maybe some new tracks. But then I'm like, okay, I'm kind of like tired. You know, I sit down in the kitchen, get my tea like at night, and I say, okay, turn off my, I'm not gonna unplug my amplifier. I'll come back and play again. But next thing I know, I'm just, you know what, I'm just gonna sit here and relax. You know, so there's no time management at all.
Mm-hmm.
I know my goals, but I'm not laser point focused to my goals where I'm kind of like floating around. I
Right.
know what I want, but I feel like I'm floating around.
No,
And
no, no more floating. We got time blocks in your calendar. You
mhm,
got things to do. And then after 5, then you can chill and watch TV and hang out with your family and whatever.
right, watch movies.
Yeah, then you can like have your downtime because yeah, everybody needs downtime and you need to rest and recharge and kind of be like inspired for the next day. But now
Hmm.
from going from such like a hard schedule, like 24 hours on weekends and blah 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 to nothing is really a hard transition. So we're just like slowly transition you back into a schedule where you're being super productive
Hmm.
and not as anxious.
Wow.
Yeah.
One thing that I'm kind of like reminds me of is uh Grant Cardone talk. He said to be successful, like in his schedule, right? I'm gonna
Mhm.
beat the sun. He said before it comes out,
Yep.
I'm up. I'm gonna beat the sun. And I'm like, to me, I'm like, I didn't get it yet. Like, wait a minute. So I have to wake up in the morning early. But what I'm
Mhm.
gonna, like, waking up early in the morning, I can get ready, maybe do my walk. But if I'm done, what else I'm gonna do?
Right.
So
You're like, okay, I
what?
beat the sun. Now what?
Right,
Yeah, he didn't tell you you have to set a schedule and goals that you want to do for the day
right.
that make you feel good because, like my last question for you is like, what brings you happiness?
Um. Oh wow. If there's one thing that I want to share to you is from the past years, I feel like I don't have any contentment in my life anymore.
Mm-hmm.
My happiness is my family, my mom, my dad, you know, the kids. Uh, I want to see them successful. I want to see my mom, you know, happy in their lives, you know, help them out pretty much. Um, my grandma passed away, I think about 10 years ago. She was in Philippines, and talked to her, called her on the phone, and I told her, hey, grandma, what do you want? uh, I want, she likes coffee. So she said, I don't want anything, just bring me coffee. Okay, fine, cool. And what do you want on your birthday? I'm coming home for your birthday because her birthday is August 18. My birthday is August 19.
Oh, your birthday.
So
Oh, it just passed.
yeah,
Happy birthday.
so that was 10 years ago. So what happened is all the promises that I told my grandma I'm not able to accomplish is because of friends, you know, like a young teenager. Birthday comes, the friends comes to the house, party, you know, then I'm not even able to sit with my grandma and eat because of friends. Then coming back to the United States, I was looking at her. She was in the patio, just looking at me. In my mind, I'm like, am I gonna see my grandma again? Then she passed. now I don't want that to happen to my mom, to my dad, and I'm gonna make sure that I'll make them happy. So that's my family's and my happiness. But as far as contentment, I don't know. Like if I buy things, I don't know if I like material things. I'll buy whatever I want. I'm not. I'm like. I don't have the feeling of oh my god, I have these. You're happy. I have this car. I'm happy. Not. I don't feel the happiness. Um, the place where I feel like I'm kind of okay is like in front of the beach, like the lake. So sometimes I drive there by the lake, sit down and just relax. I feel kind of relaxed, but I mean not happy though. So happiness, not very sure. That's weird, but
Okay, well, put it on your time block. You got to think about stuff that makes you happy because it sounds like you just haven't thought about it.
think of things that makes
And maybe on your morning walk, you can kind of think about it. That'd be a good
right.
time to, when you wake up, just think about what makes you happy.
Hmm. Uh,
Because that would be really fulfilling for you to find your happiness.
right. There's one thing that I feel like so content. One time in my life, I was young, came back to Philippines. Um, it was about 2 in the afternoon, right?
Okay.
And my mom's house is facing the ocean. So I was like, okay, it's not too hot today. Let me take a walk. So and I have my fishing rod with me and my bait, right? I was walking by the resort, the beach,
Mm-hmm.
and just looking at the water. It was so calm and it's not even moving. Like like if you go to the beaches, right? Sometimes like there's waves in there, and you'll see the water moves, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that day, the water is so still; it's not even moving, and the sky is so blue. I'm like, wow. So I didn't go to fish. I just sat down on the sand and just kind of like sit. It, I felt so happy that time. Like I would, in the rejoice in my heart. Like I was like, wow.
Because
Like,
blue is your color.
mhm. I was like, wow. I mean, this is amazing. I was happy. I was young that time, maybe 14. So I was like, I'm amazed with that scenario. And I never felt that feeling ever again. That contentment, you're alone, sitting down, feeling, enjoying that
In the
scenario.
moment.
Yeah, that moment. Like now, I'm still. I want to feel that moment again, but I haven't felt it yet.
Okay, so then on the weekends, we got to schedule you to go out to the lake or the beach or something and have some beach time.
Okay. Well, weekends.
So yeah, weekend like around 2 o'clock for a couple hours. You got to go to the water and like
Mm,
recharge.
Go to the beach. It made me remember something. So my mom was in Philippines. She went on vacation. Um, that was before I graduated high school, right? I have so much friends there, and what they do is they party a lot and they drink a lot. That's the lifestyle in Philippines. Like every afternoon they drink. And I asked my mom, Mom, can you make like a small boat, out of a bamboo, where my friends could sit down and just in the water. It's floating in the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or my friends can bring like a box of like some drinks like beer, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sit there, and if they want to swim, they can just jump to the water. So she made that for me and went home. You know what happened?
What happened?
I didn't even go to the bamboo that I want my mom to I asked mom to build. It's because I was hanging out with different friends in the city, and my cousins were the ones to enjoy the bamboo boat that I made. I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a second here.
Ain't that crazy?
So you got to get a bamboo boat and take it out on the lake on the weekends.
A bamboo boat.
Yeah,
All right. So
you got to do it because that was your thing.
I
You got to
seen a
schedule it.
commercial. hmm I seen a commercial back then, like in those it's a Filipino commercial, like celebrities and those nice resorts. They have like a bamboo boat. Sit there, relax, enjoy this, enjoy that sun. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And water, like it's a lifestyle, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want that for myself, and literally ask my mom make that for me, but I never had time to. I mean, I had so much time, but I was out going out to the city, driving, come back at night,
You
and
weren't time blocking. Yep.
yes. So bam.
So you got to put that boat, the bamboo boat, in your Philippine book.
Okay. If you have some time,
Mm-hmm.
um, like you can go to Google and go like to Boracay, Philippines, and you will see what I'm talking about. It's like a paradise. It's a resort, Philippines.
I'm gonna buy your
Oh,
book and see where I'm gonna go in the Philippines.
right. So I'm hoping I'm able to pretty much organize that. And my friend, the blogger friend, she have a photo company in Philippines as well. They do weddings,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not a problem for them to take photos of like nice resorts, like food restaurants, and put there in the book to where, because most tourists sometimes they don't like to read that much. They
Right.
want to
I
see
just
the
want to see
pictures.
the pictures.
Right. So this is nice here. I can sit down and I can picture myself sitting down, having like a little margarita, facing the sunset, So that's what I told her. So we'll organize ourselves, organize the book, pictures,
Oh,
and a little
you
bit
got
of,
to time block time to work on your book too.
oh, you know what's
And I'll
weird?
let you choose your time that works for you. Because I
Okay.
want now you know how to time block. I taught you how to time block. So you got to do a time block for your book.
Work on
Work on your book
my book.
and put it in your schedule.
hmm In in all these in all of these plans that I have an 8-year plan.
Oh,
80
okay.
8-year plan. So I'm 41 now. So 8-year. So let's say 7 years, right?
Okay.
Um 8-year. So I'm 40, let's say 7 years. I'm 48. Um I think I will be if I accomplish everything, I think I have accomplished pretty much all the things I want in life. Because my book will go through generations. Real estate go through generations for my family, my kids. E-commerce, if they want to take over, they could do it too as well.
Okay,
So
so if
yeah,
that's the plan, then you have to write down your systems on how you run your e-commerce business. And then you can pass that on to your family or your kids. So they
oh,
learn the business.
so you think 7 years or 8 years is a good time span for to developing everything pretty much?
Whatever time span you give yourself is the perfect time span.
Mm.
You don't need a goal, you need a deadline. And that's your deadline. Your 48th
Oh,
birthday, you're going to be looking at, did I accomplish all this stuff?
right.
So I think, yeah, 8 years, you could do it. If you time block your
Mm-hmm.
new skill,
Right.
and if we follow up every week to make sure you're on schedule,
Mm-hmm.
I think we can get there.
Wow, that's awesome. Um, I was actually thinking of going to like a counselor or something where I can talk, because of I'm being anxious sometimes.
Mhm.
It's helped me with so many things. Thank you so much. Now I'm
Oh,
able
you're
to.
welcome. Yeah, you're very welcome. And
I was a little nervous earlier. I'm like, wait a minute. So a Zoom class, right? So
mhm.
there's a lot of people.
Yeah, well, I kind of just started, and
Oh, you just
there's more
started.
people that are going to come. So it's supposed to be like a group of 8 people, and then
Mm-hmm.
everybody gets like 20 minutes. But today you're really lucky, and we got you everything. So,
Yes. Oh, wow.
mm, but
So
like in the future, if there's more people, you might have less time. But I think it will just kind of be maintenance at that point. So it'll be fine.
mhm.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, it's kind of, I feel like it's a relief pretty much.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I know what to do. I can focus on, you know, because I know it's kind of like this is my solid foundation now.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna work on these, and if I want to add something, I can adjust. You know what I mean? But my foundation will stay the same. Uh, in 8 years plan, I think it will be worth it. Rather going back with my friends in the restaurant business,
Yeah,
which
you've been there, done that. You're done.
it was crazy. And like with uh with my time now, it was really hard for me. I was like, I have so much time on myself, like I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you just because like when you're a manager, you go to work and you do the things, but then
Mhm.
now you're kind of have a freedom, and no one really taught you how to manage your freedom.
I see. So
Everybody's
that's
taught how to be a slave, but no one's taught how to be a king. You know what I mean?
right, right.
And
That's the
that's
perfect
what I'm
concept
teaching
about it.
you, is how to like run your kingdom and live your wonderful life, doing everything you want to do, and feeling good about it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just reprogramming you.
Oh man, thank you so much. Quick question. So how long you been doing scheduling,
Oh,
organizing?
it just comes so naturally to me, Allison. It's like I'm an organizer. That's my thing. I can
I'm totally
organize.
amazed.
You put me anywhere, you show me, you literally have like 10 goals and you're like all over the place. And I just literally just organize your life.
That's crazy. Like that's natural talent. I'm gonna tell you my natural talent. Um,
And
I
it's
went to
easy
Burma.
for me because like I'm not emotionally connected to any of your dreams. And I think, you're emotionally connected to everything. So it's really easy for
Mhm.
an outsider to tell you how to fix your life because I can see it in a different way. That
Oh,
makes sense.
absolutely. My my strong point, I think, in the business. I mean, I think it will kind of like help my business is I can talk to anyone. I'm the guy
Perfect.
where if I'm hanging out with my friends, and we're in the line waiting for a coffee, the next person next to me, I'm already talking to him or her.
You're just like such a natural salesman.
Like I
You're
talk to
selling them a
anyone.
car, you're selling them your guitar, you're selling them fine smart cameras, you're selling your book in Philippines. You're just like, you're renting them a room. Huh.
Yeah, it's crazy because I talk to anyone. Like we have uh we have a retreat with Primerica. We went to Galena, Illinois. It's kind of like a place where you just kind of like it's like a farm area, right?
Okay.
The team was there. We're waiting for order. like I order food, right? And there's people
Mhm.
waiting. They're standing there, and me, I'm talking to the guy already. I'm talking to the group already, and like, hey, Allison, what were you telling them? We're just talking about the shirt that I've seen. The guy was wearing a corn shirt. And I told him, "Oh, bro, that's one of my favorite band. Have you ever been to their concerts?" And the guy was like, "Yeah." And I told him, "Yeah, well, I was there. I mean, I was in Corn concert about 7 years ago, and it was amazing. And we just talk about music."
You just connected so quickly.
Yeah, I'm like, that's my natural talent.
Perfect. So I'm just
So,
going to switch gears just a little bit to your YouTube channel.
uh-huh.
Do you know how many hours you need to become monetized and run ads?
Oh yeah, so my friend, my blogger friend, she told me about it, and just trying to help me as well.
Mm-hmm.
She said uh 1,000 subscriber
Mm-hmm.
with here.
How many subscribers do you have on your YouTube channel right now?
I have, let me check. I have unfortunately only 115.
Okay, so our goal over the next 8 weeks is to get you to 1,000.
8 weeks.
So you're gonna have to figure out how many a week you have to get to reach 1,000 in 8 weeks.
All right.
And then we'll follow up with that as well.
8 weeks to 1,000.
Mm. And I mean, you're 1/10 of the way there, so you got a good
Right.
start. You got a good start.
My yeah, I mean I have these YouTube about a year and a half ago, and I never done anything. So only this summer I'm kind of like upload like some videos. And my friend Andrea, she was helping me kind of like create something, you know what I mean, for my YouTube. But unfortunately, it's not kind of like I know it's not working. Like I was telling myself, I was asking myself, what am I missing? Like like my close friends. Hey, how you guys doing? If you have some time, check out my YouTube. I uploaded some guitar jams there where I teach guitar for free and some more pranks. If you don't mind, please subscribe, like, and share. And some of my friends were like, okay. And then I checked my subscriber is the same, right?
Mhm.
Sitting down in a coffee shop, like let's say Dunkin' Donuts, with my coffee, a guy drives some exotic car, I mean some tuner car, and I say, hey, hi, how's it going, man? I like your car. What year is it? We talk, and then oh, you know what? I have a YouTube channel where I did some pranks with my Corvette. He said, oh yeah, for real? Oh yeah, it's here. Here's my card. You can check my YouTube and check my Etsy shop. If you like anything, I can give you some discounts, right?
Mhm.
2 hours, he subscribed to my YouTube.
Yeah.
The kid that I made in Dunkin' Donuts again, he subscribed to my YouTube.
So pretty much you need to make like 900 new friends for your YouTube channel.
Right. So
But
pretty
you
much
can do
like
that because like you got the skill set to do that. And I bet you can
right.
do it in under 8 weeks because you're a talker. So you just promote the shit out of it.
Yeah, I'm a talker. I'll talk all day. Yeah, and I gotta talk anything. I can talk about martial arts. I'm good with nunchucks. I'm good
Oh,
with
do some
boxing.
videos on that.
Nunchuck. Oh yeah. So okay. So I'll add that some martial arts videos.
Because then now you have 3 audiences. You have an audience for guitar, you have an audience for cars, you have audience for martial arts. So that those 3 audiences, I bet you can get to 1,000 pretty quickly. If you're
Oh,
consistent, you got to upload a video
right.
every day, and that helps with the algorithm or whatever.
Oh, I see.
Because if you're not
Yeah.
consistent, then they're not going to like put you at the top. But if you're doing a video every day, then like it builds momentum, you know?
Oh, I see.
Hmm.
I'm looking at my YouTube now. It's been 5 months that I haven't made a video. My last
Yeah.
video, um, it kind of like resonate to me. Kind of like I have an idea. It gave me an idea. I was watching Patrick Bet Dave's guerrilla marketing strategies, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't do it in the right way because I was just doing it for fun. So I went to the park with my Corvette to get some kids attraction and gave out free water bottle. So I was holding my little board, but it says free water.
Okay.
So I was giving out free water. Well, technically, with the free water, I'm supposed to put my company logo in the water,
Oh, there you go.
something, right? To where I say, okay, right, so this is free water. If you want to check me out, this is my logo and my Etsy shop where you can find shirts and wall. If you like anything, you can contact me. I can give some discounts, something like that, right? But I didn't do that. I was just giving out free water. What happened?
Okay.
So the kids were like getting free waters, and people was watching me. And unfortunately, someone calls the cops, and they question me, hey, do you do you this all the time? And good thing one of the kids like, oh yeah, he's got YouTube, he's a YouTuber. And the cops were like, are you a YouTuber? Yeah, starting. So that's when I stopped making videos. That's my
Oh,
last
you got
video.
kind of scared.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we got some new video content for you.
Right. So now
No
we
one's
get
gonna arrest you for playing your guitar or changing
uh-huh.
your filter or playing with some nunchucks.
Right.
Yeah, okay, no more stuff with cops because that kind of scared you.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, okay. So we're just gonna focus more on better stuff.
Right.
Are
Kind of like
you?
more personalized, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, no more cop stuff because that's not good for you. Okay, that's your new rule.
Right. Yeah, I watch a lot of kind of like marketing videos, pretty much. One thing that kind of like struck me the most too is like shirts where you can put your company logo.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And you know, one thing that I have in my mind too is maybe make some shirts, give it away to um like have my company kind of like mm, my the the name that I have in my essays, my mixology. My YouTube is the mixology channel. Um, like the reason why I put my mixology is kind of like a mixture of things that I like to do. You know what I mean, on YouTube. And
okay.
my Etsy is like my mixology is because I sell a lot of stuff like different things like phone accessories, purses, bags, shirts. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like phone holders. So it's kind of like a mixture of things. That's why I put mixology. So now I was creating some designs where like mixology.
Mhm.
So I'm putting like different ideas there, and maybe I can make some shirts, mixology shirts, then give it
You gotta
away.
wear them during your videos.
Oh, okay. So wear my mixology shirts.
Mhm.
And if people ask, what is mixology? Like, hey, bro, what's up? Oh, what is mixology shirt, man?
Yeah, just
What is,
promote it.
I'm promoting
Mhm.
my channel, and mixology to me is me. It's kind of like a mixture of things that I'm passionate about. That sounds good, right?
Sounds great. Okay, so your
Awesome.
goal is to make 7 shirts so you can wear it a different shirt every day.
7 shirts. 7 shirts. Wear every day. A friend of mine, we had a meeting yesterday from 7:30 to 9:30 in Primerica office. One of my friend, he's there as well. He's asking me to make 2 shirts, 2 XL shirts for him. Black one with a print of entrepreneur.
Oh, you're
I was
making
like,
orders. Perfect.
entrepreneur, something like that. I was like, how did you come up with the idea, bro? And he said like, well, I mean, I just thought about it. And okay, I'll make the shirts for you. So I'll make that. So maybe I can make like a little bit more and just post it to my
And
to
wear
my
it.
Etsy.
And then you
Yeah,
say, okay, I'll make it for you, but you gotta wear it in a video.
yeah, right. He's a car guy too. He's into cars. So I mean, yeah, I could
Perfect.
probably ask him to just go to a car meet with our
Mhm.
matching shirts, talk about cars, and we'll have a video
There you go. It's on your to-do list.
to do list.
Yep. Okay. I think you're ready for the week.
To do awesome.
And the consequence, if you don't stick to your schedule, is you have to give me $20
Oh,
at the
okay.
end of the week. Okay. And then every week, if you don't do it, the money goes up. So
Oh,
I do
snap.
have to do consequences
Mm-hmm.
for not completing your task. But if you do complete your task, then we're good. Then you're
All right.
okay.
Okay.
So there has to be like a little bit of consequence here if you don't do it.
Awesome.
Cool. Fair deal.
Cool. Yeah, good deal.
Good deal. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. You know what to do. Stick to your schedule
Mhm.
and we'll check in next week.
Awesome. So same time Thursday, right?
Yep. And then I'll send out email reminders too.
Awesome. All right then, Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you so much for everything. Thanks for your time.
You're very
Thanks for
welcome.
all your help, and I really appreciate it deep in my heart. And my sincere thanks again.
You are very, very welcome. And I can't wait to see you succeed and be less anxious.
Oh, thank you.
Be happier and really enjoy your life.
Right.
That's very rewarding.
Oh man, thank you. I mean, it's a relief.
You'll probably even start tonight. You're probably be so you're just like, so good. I'm very happy. Okay, cool. See you next week.
See you, Jennifer. Thank you.
All
Take
right.
care. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.